means we are going to get, you know, aggression on both side lanes here. Now we're going to see if we get aggression in mid lane too. I think we will. We are here with the Ahri looking for the picks.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going to be.
100 Thieves.
Yeah, so 100 Thieves probably are going to have an eye on these grubs, right? As we see River kind of making his way up to the top side.
Is the banana brush in River,
Kobe, I'll let you finish
which
that.
allows you the setup.
3 people bot side. I think we're going for a dive right now onto Boal. He has the World Ender available, pops it, trying to stay alive. Public execution lands. Boal in trouble. River tanks up Turret perfectly first.
The Krugs, so the red buff spawning later means that would be a long time to stick around. Does get a lot of money out of those Krugs, though, as Dokla gives him a little bit of extra damage on exit. But 100 Thieves should be very happy here, getting some grubs, getting their solo lanes
Pushing
ahead.
River back all the way into the pit. Now Dokla's going to try and make some space. There's teleports coming in. Disamis goes in, away from the rest of the team. There's that Pop Blossom. They're getting onto the carry. FBI's in trouble! FBI down. Quid gets in a little late. They trade for the jungler, so no smite contest from VKS. But without that Lucian, it's going to be tough. Charm lands onto Dokla. Assassinated in the pit. VKS find 2 and will go for the dragon.
And it is Miru, the star mid laner for VKS. He comes up huge. Yeah, the Rakan might have cleansed, but FBI didn't have cleanse. FBI just
Both
gets
100 Thieves and Keyd love doing this, right? So we're going to see a lot of this. This train might be caught out.
Aggressive play here from Ayla. Hero's entrance from Quid. Feet of 100 Thieves find a pick in the jungle.
Nice play here, you know, taking over red quadrant jungle and VKS. Not being cautious enough in retaking territory over here. They did have a ward that is in River, as you can see right now, by the Rift Herald. But Ayla had snuck on there.
But
the flashes being down are going to be the critical pipe for this part.
Okay.
Fight.
Hard for this fight. Dragon's up. Charm lands. Public execution goes wide, but River's in there. Pop Blossom defensively as the Hero's entrance goes in. It's going to be a fight for the Dragon. Boal goes down. Dragon stolen! River gets the objective. Catapulted for Disamis. VKS are not done. Morteus gets out of the backline. Killer instinct clearing up everybody. Morteus unleashed in the fight for the triple kill. Looking for the quadra kill. Morteus!
Right there, goes in, assassinates FBI, and then starts cleaning up the rest of them.
That was a beautiful re-engage there from VKS, even though the Dragon...
Not actually pulling the trigger. We have seen League of Legends games all year decided off of Otacon, decided off of picks in the side lane as well. The old classics sometimes work. Dokla caught out, and VKS now at 5v4 at the objective.
The small cope for 100 Thieves is that he does have teleport, but it's a full 40-second death timer. So immediately starting up this Otacon here for VKS. They've got priority from their pre-existing vision. This is huge.
Now, keep in mind, we do still have Cyclone plus the Hero's Entrance combo, so 100 Thieves maybe still feel confident to go for it, but Boal has a little flank here. The Pop Blossom defensively. River's onto the Otacon! Not stolen. Disamis confirms the objective as Boal holds the line. Now Morteus' turn to tag in. Another triple kill. Will it be another quadra kill? Boal will clean up the ace. VKS get the objective.
Him out. 100 Thieves try to get in here, but honestly, with Boal
on the Kaza.
And it all just starts with this pick onto Dokla on the side lanes. Really, really good pick by VKS.
They have a window where he's going to be running all the way back. 100 Thieves have to find a fight here to stop VKS or maybe clean up the fight after the objective goes down. The smite is going to be nowhere close. So that is a Baron secured by VKS. No fight from the Thieves. Flash! Public execution! Dokla's trying to catch Morteus. Had his flash as well. He's out of there. Now maybe they can catch Trimby, the support, in trouble here, but that's just the clone. In goes Quid. Taunt under 2. They got Trimby. Can they get Miru? The mid laner being protected by his top lane. VKS get out with 4 Barons.
All right, 100 Thieves should also try and get the objective bounty off of this top tower. They've got a minion wave right here. So it's going to be a tiny comeback, but it is just going to be a little tiny one at that. VKS still getting the Baron. Very to motivate us, and we are not going to play scared from now on. And they really just wanted to be able to show some really strong and impressive games. And so they're coming out here in game number 1 versus 100 Thieves, really swinging. Lots of really good pick plays from them. You know, Mirror on the Ahri play around Dragon. to start them on their.
And it was really, really easy for them to force 100 Thieves to come into them. That's been the biggest difference to me with Keyd is their decisiveness.
Approach, River's toying around, just in case he has a window to go in. Boel's now going to push him back as VKS are trying to keep the Dragon open. River's in there, trying to look for the steal. Can River get it? The second Cyclone, he's targeted down! It's secured by Desamis! Exhaust on Morteas, but it just won't matter. Public execution, maybe they take him down. Not before the double kill. He goes into the stasis, into the res. A double kill to Boel. Quid will go down. Triple to Morteas for the third time. And again, the ace to VKS.
12-0-5 on this Kaza. What a performance from Morteas and what a performance from Keyd, showing up absolutely huge today, showing us what they potentially learned from that loss against FlyQuest and really taking it to 100 Thieves.
If you talked to the Brazilian fans, if you talked to the Brazilian players, they weren't happy with how things went last weekend. But this weekend, VKS will take first game in Dallas.
Impressive stuff for game.
Blitzcrank does, even though we've seen, great Blitzcrank games. And there's another stacking champion. We've talked about how FBI loves these picks. Another thing to watch out for is early lane assignments coming out of this draft. We've seen 100 Thieves are one of those teams.
Warm those
that
hands up, I need to die, because even with that much health, so tanky. But Trimby looking aggressive up on the top side here with the Samus.
River's leaving.
River's here.
Yeah, FBI's getting dredge lined now. Focused down, even through the exhaust, he has to flash. FBI's alive for now, but the dive continues. First blood to Desamis. FBI left out to dry.
That was so weird because River was
fully committing. Another dive top, this time onto the tank. He has flash, he has all out, and a full health bar. He's throwing up the Braum emo thinking, I got Pathmaker, but he's got not a lot of health. Desamis picks up the kill.
Dive onto FBI and Ayla.
Yeah, VKS are calling all the shots in this whole series so far. VKS, the ones driving this game in addition to the last game, they have huge priority, and getting the grubs on top of this allows them to open up the map even quicker for their Pantheon and their Taliyah Globals to try and apply this pressure to 100 Thieves. FBI is going to have a really rough time stacking this game because all the pressure put on him and the dive being successful, blowing his flash as well. So even repaid, getting the first team All-Pro as well. But we got more action.
Another dive. This time Ayla is nearby, and it's only 2 people diving, so they will not fully commit to that. Instead, it's just going to be plates. That's a lot. Oh, wait, they actually got the damage again!
Another tower dive successful for VKS on him. He still does have flash.
Ooh, the blind dredge line! Quid was invisible! He went across the veil. Yeah, VKS have had full control. They've been utilizing the Taliyah Pantheon combo to great effect, and 100 Thieves are not feeling confident to walk in. Miru, meanwhile, throws out.
And we'll see if VKS want to go and contest this.
Right now, they are approaching the area. 100 Thieves have everybody grouped up, but Boel already uses the Sign Ultimate. You can hear it off screen. He's coming up, and it is secured by River, but can they take the team fight afterwards? Boel splitting apart FBI and Quid. The damage isn't there to follow up onto River, who dives straight in onto the full team of VKS, but now they fought through. Quid picks up the first kill for 100 Thieves. Now he's focused down, has to go across the veil to try and get away. Chase down, flash out. 100 Thieves, they get the objective. Can they get out Grand Starfall? Onto Quid, flash, plus the Aegis Assault. Desamis finds the kill.
Okay, so currently a 1-for-1, but they're looking for more here as they teleport over to the top side, and Pantheon's wrapping around.
Desamis is now looking at Dokla. He's got a low health turret. Instead turns onto Ayla, immediate cleanse. Damage is still there. The movement speed from the E coming through. Dokla uses the Pathmaker all out in onto Desamis, but I don't think he got to safety, but he's just taking the fight, almost gets Desamis, but instead goes down. VKS's jungler on a rampage.
Okay, so I
got the path out for you. Ooh, path in. As the Tempered Fate lands onto the turret, can they get onto Miru this time around? No. He's able to sneak away. 100 Thieves invest a lot of time bot lane to try and find a pick, and they don't get it.
And look at the response from VKS. They're immediately hammering down this mid-tier one that will open up the map even more for them. They might be able to jungle, take away a few camps, and take control potentially over this bot side.
And they're going in straight onto Ayla right now. Instead, Dokla's trying to tank it up. All out, pulls in Trimby. And they can shut down the Nautilus. That's big news for the Thieves, and they got him. And into the Herald. FBI right into safety. Now he's behind Miru. FBI just ganks behind VKS while his team is trying to fight Boal. Shut down onto Quinn.
Dokla is going to get the ultimate here. Moves Trimby over to the wall. You're basically fully relying on this Smolder power spike for their side now, whereas from the side from VKS, Sivir is strong already.
Lead, but also the enemy AD carry not having that summoner spell.
He's at 220.
Oh, that's close.
They need 5 more stacks for FBI.
Very close, and maybe they just find a pick right here. Trimby in the jungle. River with a knockup. VK is about to lose their support, but he's surviving for quite a while. Quinn teleports in. He's got to immediately flash to try and get to safety. Trimby is still alive. Chased down by River on the side. There is a Tempered Fate from Ayla's not able to set up any kills immediately. Trimby will finally go down. 100 Thieves pick off the support, and now can look at the Otacon.
All right, what can they do with the power play? Miru is actually sneaking into the brush.
Oh, this would be huge. If he finds the unraveled Earth Seismic Shove, Quid is in trouble. No, instead on the wave. Now Dokla also unspotted here, finds Morteos, the enemy AD carry, all alone, soloing by a Kasate. Morteos in trouble, flash to safety. Dizamis saving his AD carry. Morteos lives. The AD carry from VKS holds the line, and even a double kill on the River. Grand Starfall. VKS won it all. They won the ace. Quinn the
Love how decisive they've been. Again, in that collapse, contesting it, using the strength of Dizamis on this Pantheon. It is now 4-0-6.
And now VKS with a gold lead are going to start to pressure 100 Thieves here on the bottom tier 2.
Yeah, and I love this. I love where they've been going in terms of their pressure to try to set up these strong side lanes that they have.
Fate lands only onto Miro, but instead they just blow up Trimby. 100 Thieves using the Bard ultimate to buy some time so that they can take out one member. Trimby goes down. 100 Thieves have 5 on the Rift.
And that was 4 people. They were just defending with 4. Kasante is split pushing with no teleport right now. Dokla can't join. So Dokla has to walk all the way down for this dragon fight. 10 seconds. He took out that top tower.
Still gets the top turret, and the Thieves still get the dragon. And FBI is still stacking on the Smolder. The Thieves VKS. And now they're looking at Dokla. Pathmaker stun onto Trimby. The rest of VKS are now spotted, but again, Trimby goes down. Tempered Fate onto the 3. The Thieves have the setup. Everybody on the Boal as the rest of VKS will leave their top laner to dry. 100 Thieves find 2 kills. Oh, Miru has a Weaver's Wall now. It's just to get to safety. It's still 5 members of the Thieves up, and the Baron Flash and Smite. The Flash is going to be up, I believe, by the time he can get into there. He's also got the Aegis Assault to approach, but instead Quid just goes in for the engage. Dizamis is down. Shut down gold to FBI. Baron's doing a lot of damage, though, so the Thieves will have to back up. Dokla not quite able to make it out. VKS will get
100 Thieves team. They have finally got him close to parity with the Sivir. He's still a little bit down.
Ooh, depth charge in onto River. They're committing in onto the Xin Zhao. No ultimate available. Defensive. Tempered Fate. Ayla's trying to keep his jungler alive, but River does go down. Now it's going to be Trimby traded yet again. FBI on a killing spree now, but he's focused down. The Smolder's out of it. VKS got onto 100 Thieves' hopes. It's got to be down to Quid here. As the 100 Thieves draw a new battle on VKS, just go to the mid wave. They would have pushed this up to the tier 2.
Yeah, they knew they had to take out FBI.
Still going. Dokla in some trouble here. Instead, VKS, they didn't commit for the wave. They're looking for a pick, but Dokla is taking no flash. But if he can get onto Miru or Morteos, maybe he can actually kill them.
It's gone.
Yeah, the Baron is so low. There's no chance. Dokla sees it, backs off. VKS again.
Boal was able to come from the bottom side. They pincer him. They make another pick.
Back to live. Dokla trying to push in a wave here, but VKS immediately have 3 members on top of him. Has the all-out available, trying to get to safety, uses Trimby as his ride, but the depth charge logging into a place, Dredgeline pulls it back, he's just getting juggled! VKS!
Off everything from all sides.
Yeah.
But VKS are so rich.
Oh, they flash! Dredgeline immediately into FBI, he's still alive for now, he decides to walk forward, but he's taken out! Boal gets the kill, Dizamis heralding FBI forward, and VKS find 2 picks. Double kill to Boal. They still have Baron. They're pushing the Thieves' base.
They are running the Thieves. They're going to go straight into the base. River down.
That's another wave.
FBI still down. They can end the game.
I think they're going to go for it. It's just 2 members of the Thieves left. Dokla spawns right now. 3-man defense versus 4 push from VKS. Quid's gonna have to be the damage dealer. Quid's gonna have to be the miracle this time around. Smolder still 20 seconds. VKS trying to defend these cannon minions. They got the first turret. They're gonna look for the second turret. Quid, no ultimate available. Seismic shoving on Adokla. He's already out of there. Quid just can't get past Boal. But VKS only have the cannon minions hitting this next turret. It's not quite enough. They decide to...
Over the entire year where they had an incredibly disappointing split one.
Yeah, basically last place.
Yeah. And
What's
then,
the key factor that changed everything here, Emily?
you see his beautiful face right there. It'd be.
Twice.
I think Miru was kind of the answer to the team that they'd already put together around him, right? He was kind of the final piece prior to their victory in the South that qualified them as the first seed. And yeah, I mean, we saw it especially in game one. His Talia has been great in this game as well, but it's more about how the entire team is working together as Trimby goes in.
Another dredge line in, mom damage in onto Trimby as Dokla's trying to buy them space on the left flank. Desamas just goes in and kills Dokla again. Still alive, double kill. The jungler lives. VKS on fire in this series. 100 Thieves just had no answer. Desamas with the party ultimate under the turret. VKS took their 0-3 to FlyQuest personally, and they look to right those wrongs. 2-0 start to VKS.
They keep on picking off 100 Thieves so easily. VKS here, 2-0, and no...
So eyes will obviously be on them. How do the Silas and Sejuani perform here as VKS look to lock in their last pick here? Should be a support, and it's the Melio.
Melio.
So more anti-engage.
Yeah, it's
I like
really
that.
good peel versus 100 Thieves. I mean, it's...
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what you really want to do on Jax's River.
Ooh, early flash, and a flash follow from Quid. Miru in trouble, but he's able to sidestep. Quid's not quite able to land it, but the stun comes through. River gets the permafrost as Quid, first blood picked up.
A lot better money for Dokla on the Jax than Boal here on Shogat.
Ooh, the abduct lands, and Miru down! Solo! Range, and just so. Now Ayla will spot out Desamas with that ward, so VKS's jungler decides to back off. That is going to be Dragon to 100 Thieves.
Yep, and they
No answer from VKS.
Yeah, I mean, VKS, their idea is to scale off of Azir later. They are trying to play off of later game team fights, get Nero as much money as they can during this time.
And Desamas are down here with their top laners.
Desamas should be seen by the ward in that brush, from my understanding. So River not seen yet. Dokla's just trying to bait them in, and now River comes in, lands the ultimate, but it's buffed for Desamas. Still damage onto Dokla. He's got a leap strike away. Desamas not letting him get there. And VKS on the board. They will trade their jungler for it, but they do get the kill onto Dokla as Desamas is really making them work for it. And that is Feat of Warfare claimed by River. 100 Thieves will get the kill.
Dirty farming on the top side of the map after having pushed up his wave previously to turret. And VKS, like you said, Kobe, they're not even...
I think 100 Thieves thus far have done quite a good job at that.
And now they're invading Desamas, pushing the Vi out of the jungle. They're committing. Glacial Prison lands. Flash from River to block the path of the Vi Q.
Excited at the moment, and so they've called Ayla over here to help him defend.
Yeah, Dokla could be in some trouble right now. Ayla's dropping the redemption. Vault Breaker being charged. Now used. Dokla is in trouble, but Desamas uses Ayla as the tool to get out of there. Teleport coming in. Defensively, Quid lands before the turret falls, but the turret does in fact fall. VKS take out the structure, and 100 Thieves have to back off.
They have to back off, but 100 Thieves are pushing in mid lane,
Arrow.
right? FBI is going to get this entire turret.
Ooh. Before the and he caught
herald
it.
hit.
Does cancel.
Okay, Miru immediately Emperor's Divide, but River not quite able to land it from the flash. Miru's trying to now make the fancy play. He's got Trivia behind him, but it's only a couple of heals and shields. 100 Thieves fight through it. Dokla picks up the kill. Now Trimby in some trouble under the turret, but he does get to safety.
Yeah, they're going to keep going. Ayla rotates over as well, so they're going to get the tower off that play. Another objective for the Thieves.
0-3 Azir. We were talking about how impactful this Azir could be, but he's been struggling. He's been the focus so far that 100 Thieves have been picking on.
Yeah, and they definitely targeted him early. They are basically just completely on schedule with their full battle plan here for the draft. Dragon number 3 summoner spells.
True.
So it is a pretty big win for the Thieves that both of the VKS carries.
Oh, do we find Boal here? Focus Resolve will land a root, but flash from Boal. Can River follow up? Doesn't have the Glacial Prison yet, but Boal's just taking so much damage under the turret. He thought he could maybe get to safety, but FBI follows him down.
That they can't really contest this. So
Yeah.
another win for 100 Thieves in my book, making the most off of that force onto Boal, picking him off in the side lane and getting the in for a team fight as Trimby loses about a third of his health. True Shot Barrage.
And now 100 Thieves are grouping up around the mid lane, trying to get this priority here. They still have their turret, but that's the Azir turret in the mid lane, set up by Miru. Rupture not going to land, and VKS actually hold the wave. Still going to die to that turret, as now the Dragon has been started. Ooh, Dizamis goes in onto a River. Rupture lands as well, but it's a tanky Sejuani, a big front line. They just can't get the damage through. It's going to be looking at the Dragon. Dokla has a flank angle right now if he can get onto the carries, but he's spotted out. Trimby gets a ward over the wall. Now it's going to be 100 Thieves. They have Emperor's Divide on Quid. They have Dokla on a flank. They have River's ultimate available. There are tools for the Thieves to engage. They're going to throw it out into Morteos. Immediately, Trimby answers with the Emilio ultimate. Redemptions go down to heal everybody up. Now the Rupture lands. Disamis goes on a Quid, but Dokla still threatening that flank. Vivo Keyd Stars, this is a big moment for them. They got to get in onto the Dragon. They cannot steal it. Secured by River. And now 100 Thieves, they're just going to leave without starting the fight. They got what they came for. Dragon soul to the Thieves.
Another smite fight, and this time River lands it to grab the soul. The extra move speed here is going to be a big tool for 100 Thieves. But you could see some of the things in that fight and the standoff that we were talking about, and how VKS very much still are capable of winning a team fight here versus 100 Thieves. So the Thieves have to be careful and then just rotate your vision resources over to Baron. I would say their team is very good at looking for turns with Sejuani ultimate. But
they're just good at catching out Miru right now. Emperor's Divide does push Dokla back, but he flashes a safety. Almost goes down. Leap strikes to the ward. FBI's out of there. Now it's River. Rupture knocks him up, but again, front line is tanky for the Thieves. FBI's peppering with these Q. The Mystic shots are landing. Disamis has to back up, and Vivo Keyd do not find the answer play.
Yeah, Vivo Keyd try to find some answers here, are unable to. 100 Thieves should just be able to push this in now. They've already sent Dokla to the bot side, so they are kind of setting up this what could end up being such stifling map pressure, right? With these grubs here, they're going to take
breaker
down.
to quit. Oh, he's able to jump away! The Kingslayer to safety! And that's FBI on a killing spree. 100 Thieves punish Disamis for the attempt.
yeah, quick reactions here from Quid. Just jumps back a little bit like a matador, is able to then turn around. They immediately kill off this Vian. That means no jungle, and Baron is up.
Oh, Trimby just took a huge chunk right there. Quinn looks for the play. Morteos has to Valkyrie, but Dokla again on the flank. Morteos has got nowhere to go. Double stun from Dokla, and the Thieves are crushing Keyd Stars. That's a double kill for FBI, and a wave shoving mid. 100 Thieves show up big in the fight.
And they don't even need Baron. They're just going to barrel down this mid lane. They could be looking for the end here.
They have a wave. They have 5 members strong, but VKS have Miru with flash available. It's going to come down to the Azir. How well can he clear out the wave? Disamis goes in, throws his life to try and clear the wave, and he does. And also we'll have more defensive tools, but it looks like Quid's going for the flank here onto Disamis, not able to land the initial abduct, but they got onto Trimby! Hijack the cease and desist, hijack Trimby's life. VKS lose their support. Oh, and now Boal could be in some trouble here. The Rupture misses, and he's just not that tanky on the Cho'Gath. FBI goes legendary. 8-0.
Them put Keyd at a numbers disadvantage. It's completely free now to start this Baron and begin to
right now, all Vivo Keyd are grouped up together in the mid lane here. 100 Thieves might just go for their own engage. That's a teleport flank coming in from Dokla. Yet again, they can look for it, but Miru finds Emperor's Divide on FBI! The AD carry is down, but Dokla does find the flank. Disamis goes down, Miru goes down, Quid and Dokla, the solo laners, when they were needed most, show up in the fight! A double kill to Ayla, a double kill to Quid, and the Thieves just ace Vivo Keyd Stars!
The Thieves aren't done yet. How fitting. The heist is going to come down to another elimination game coming up next.
100 Thieves were not interested in getting swept. They want the heist to continue. Dallas, the Thieves are pushing us to game 4.
Well,
I mean,
Stana, it's been played before.
it's another one of these comps from VKS that doesn't have strong engage. The Trundle Pillar or the Rise Ultimate is pretty much all they have outside of just strong fighting stats.
Of course.
And Jin's available. That pairs really well with 2 divers. So the cohesion for me from
him on the bot side. I mean, Mortea says Cleanse Flash still available, so.
Dokla 5 point strike lands. Boal's in some trouble here. No flash available. Remember, he took the ignite for the 1v1, and Dokla gets him to a sliver of a health bar. He'll go for some of the wave. One more Q. Solo kill. First blood. The big
on this Rise.
Has flash available, but will be spotted by Desamis. Now the pillar goes out. He actually uses the twist advance forward. Onto the Trundle, get some traded damage there, as now Miru can't quite help immediately. Rune Prison on to Quid, so Unbound back to safety as River's still sticking around.
Yeah, Q plus Smite for Maokai is like guaranteed stealing.
And Ayla's here, level 5. Alistair flash forward for the Pulverize, but now he's Rune Prisoned up. Headbutts Boal into the wall, but Ayla goes down. Fade Seal doesn't quite land. Quid can't find the highlight play this time. Desamis gets another kill. Was just denied the 3 from 100 Thieves, but they didn't actually want to commit to any kind of play.
Yeah, exactly. Trimby out of there with the spell book. Meanwhile, on the kind of wraparound on Dokla, he is just in the remnants of the Shroud, so it does get visible here with Lulu popping up. But yeah, just take away the 1 grub, then out there for VKS. Try and delay the possible and protect.
Sorry, that was just impressive from Dokla right there. He uses the Proto Belt forward.
Rotated the Yone down to the bottom side into the Gwen, so Dokla up here again, just still in the 2v1.
Again, getting aggressive onto Trimby. The ultimate is available now in the Lulu. Will use Wild Growth. Dokla has a perfect execution to safety. Flash, but the flash fall from Morteos! Feet of Warfare claimed. VKS's bot laner with the outplay.
Desamis comes at the perfect timing here for VKS up the lane, right when 100 Thieves try and go aggressive.
River might be looking for some sort of wraparound of his own.
No Yunar ultimate now, so they actually have the ability to fight. Ayla could be in some trouble, chased down by Desamis, but a teleport coming in. Teleport answered from Miru. Quid has Fate Seal, but he's in some trouble over the wall, immediately locked down, but Polymorph has already been used. Quid, Fate Seal lands this time around with the Q3 double knockup. Quid gets a kill onto Trimby. Ayla will go down. VKS actually hold the line.
1 for 1 there in the end. They're not done though. Quid here trying to come fish around and defend a little bit of the territory. Now, Dokla was not involved in this at all and saved his teleport. So one of the biggest things here is the extra summoner spell. They've got an extra tool to use for cross-map plays. The Akali, when the ultimate comes back, going to be a big difference maker there with the teleport ready.
And River's still looking for more action. Miru does not have the flash available. Nature's Grasp is going out very early. Miru's going to get rooted up. River can lock him down for days. And Quid with the damage on the Yone, looking to pick it up, but Miru's just too tanky with the redemption. Quid misses the Q3, doesn't quite have the damage, barely gets it. The turret will answer. Quid
comfortable on it. He's looking a little shaky.
Back to live. Quid's getting picked off in the top lane, dove under the turret. Teleport.
Rise is such a huge cheat sheet for that. So if they want to try to apply some pressure wherever they want in these side lanes, Miru can set it up.
Miru's actually getting really aggressive. Did not realize that there were 2 members of the Thieves backing up Quid. Flashes away, but the Fate Seal follow-up. Quid, does he have the damage? Shut down to River as VKS are trying to answer one back. Desamis was subjugate onto Quid. Not enough damage right now, but now River's the focus instead. 100 Thieves lose their jungler, but they trade it back as Quid will pick up the shutdown onto Desamis.
The action continues in the end.
Morteos jumps forward. Untouchable Shadow gets a lot of distance, but now the curtain call. Trimby trying to keep his AD carry alive. We've seen FBI bend the bullet.
Scrapping a little bit, getting some gold is the first step. Now they're just trading, of course, objectives. And we'll pick up their Dragon number 2 in exchange for that Rift Herald. That was grabbed by VKS. But the Rift Herald can very quickly get turned into just real gold and kind of try and slingshot you ahead to some item spikes. Whereas the Dragons are a little bit more delayed power there.
Yeah, and we'll see where VKS want to end up dropping that, as Boal is just going to be able to get this entire turret. Remnants on the top side.
Not over grouping with all these melee champions in low range, as VKS making a hard push here on mid lane. They should be able to get that turret no problem.
Yep.
And that's a pillar into FBI, so that's flash needed to be used by the Thieves bot laner. Current call used, now the Fate Seal in onto the carry, they got him! Morteus CC to oblivion.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about with this 100
1v1.
Thieves comp.
Dokla wants some of that action as well, but Bawal's actually winning out on the fight. The Ignite goes down. Dokla, perfect execution to safety.
Yeah, I mean, you get the Maokai ultimate from one side, and then the Yone comes in from the other side. 400 Thieves. They get another shutdown. This one onto the Yunara, and
Ayla's flashing in. Big engage under the turrets, but they're going to get another carry. Miru still alive. Quid changes that one fast. The Q3 for the kill. Desamis does get the kill onto FBI, but 100 Thieves did find the mid laner. Now they're looking at the top laner. Bawal in trouble. He jumps back towards Desamis. Ayla headbutts him away. Says, no, we want the Gwen. Quid just can't get the damage. Bawal gets over the wall with the skip and slash. VKS get their top laner out of there.
Was FBI taking tower shots there at the back?
I think he might have. Quid could be in some trouble. Q3's over the pillar, trying to get away. River trying to keep him alive, but the Arc at Judgment will slow him down.
So you have to be very careful about all that AoE.
And one thing you're seeing in a lot of these fights is it takes so long for them to kill Miru, right? Ryze is so deceptively tanky a lot of times, so when 100 Thieves are kind of going for these re-engages or really trying to push their advantage like they did in that mid lane, Keyd are able to punish, and now they're in a really great spot, having taken down that mid-tier 1.
Maybe they find Miru. I mean, again,
Alcon.
they've tried this so many times. He's deceptively tanky. The Seraph shield has been popped. Miru will go down. River with a kill. Credit Fate Seal not quite long enough to get onto Desamis, but they got the backup needed. The Thieves find 2 picks in the top lane.
And that was just them like recognizing, okay, we can potentially get this pick because we do have a numbers advantage on this side. Let's see if Morteus and Trimby want to try to get onto FBI.
Yeah, 100 Thieves just going full attack mode. They are full sending on every possible kill they can get here, trying to earn some money back. And yeah, they do give up the bottom side of the map, but when you have a successful side lane play like that, even if you overcommit 4 people, then you can still just get the tower on that side in trade, plus they got the kill. So
already over the midway, VKS get that, and they're already on the dragons. So this is what we were talking about earlier. 100 Thieves got the first 2 dragons, but Vivo Keyd use their gold lead to ensure that they can get
out. But Dokla should be able to clean up this bot tier 1. And again, this is 100 Thieves. This is what they want to do. They want
to IE will be massive. The fight is going to happen now, though, because Dragon has arrived.
Bawal's already started it up. Desamis is nearby. 100 Thieves don't have mid priority. They actually have Quid still on that. Ayla's trying to keep Desamis away. Subjugate has gone down. Ultimate's thrown out. Nature's Grass gonna buy some space. Quid's in over the flank. Fate Seal misses onto Morteus. Only hits Trimby. He's rooted down. Dokla's able to pick one up, but Quid's already been traded. Morteus is unleashed. Dokla's trying to get onto the AD carry. He's polymorphed as well. VKS are dancing around the fight, keeping their AD carry alive. Triple kill to Miru.
What a really nice
ultimate, Dismiss, and Bawal into the pit. But the rest of the 3 of them there on the top side, you said, you know, looking at Quid coming for the engage, Morteus is able to dodge it, and so he's able to stay alive. Dokla's like, I gotta get in there. I gotta
turrets. This would be a huge win for Vivo Keyd, who again didn't quite show up versus FlyQuest. They want to show that that was a fluke and that they can get their rematch.
Yeah.
What it is with Trimby on the Lulu. Not one member of the Thieves can actually kill Morteus. They're going to need multiple members. Instead, it's Bawal actually the focus here. The Gwen still very healthy. Trimby does use the ultimate, and now they picked up Desamis with a bit of the Maokai ultimate. Dokla's on top of him, but he's still so healthy. They can't kill the Trundle. Quid, does he have the damage? Desamis walks away. They turn the attention on the Morteus. They get the AD carry. They're looking at Miru. Quid is doing all the damage that the Thieves need. Ayla will fall, so will Miru. Thieves find their play.
Oh my gosh, this game has suddenly been turned on its head. Quid, we talked about, okay, he is the guy who has to pop off, coming up absolutely clutch for 100 Thieves there and stopping this VKS push.
Let's see how much they can get out of it. I mean, this tower is literally one damage away from getting taken down, so they
again, the Dragon is spawned again. This is the stacking from 100 Thieves, but now answered by VKS. 2-2 on the board here. It's going to come down maybe to a smite fight. Desamis throws out the pillar. Now Bawal goes over the wall here. Was looking for the flank. Big damage on the Quid. The needlework has gone through. And 100 Thieves were pushed back from the objective. Dragon goes over. Ayla, flash engage. Quid looking for the Fate Seal. It lands on the multiple members, but not enough damage followed up for the kill. Now FBI in some trouble. Pillar lands, flash away. River goes back in, but the team just wasn't quite there to follow up. Dokla now still in the Twilight Shroud. Big damage. Bual just deletes Ayla, but will fall to FBI. Dokla finds the miracle double kill as FBI's got Quid behind him. Chasing down to Samus. The sapling for the slow. River for the kill. 17-17 at 34 minutes. 100 Thieves win the fight.
100 Thieves never give up. They never say die. They keep on fighting.
Just when I was gonna be like, okay, that team fight is over, right? This is what happens when you meet VKS in a 5v5. Quid gets polymorphed.
Oh, we're right back to live. Every time out of a replay. 100 Thieves are on the Baron. Samus can't get in. It's going to come down to a fight here. But Dokla's back. Bual has a flank. FBI's down. Fate Seal whiffs. 100 Thieves in trouble. Ayla's out of there. Dokla. Perfect execution over the wall, but Morteos follows for the double kill. Quid dies. The Thieves crumble at the Baron. Triple kill to Morteos.
Triple kill to Morteos just when it was looking like it was going to come up 100 Thieves' way. That is what happens with a straight up 5v5 kill. VKS are barreling down mid. They have proven themselves. They will take out 100 Thieves as the pride of the LTA South.
Death timers are too long. VKS, they want a rematch versus FlyQuest. Brazil strikes first in Dallas. Vivo Keyd Stars are going to finals.
Congrats to Vivo Keyd.
Also struggled against FlyQuest, but it was closer. And everybody you talked to is for Vivo Keyd's side was saying that's not as good as this team is. But I want to hear how they feel about their performance. We got Jet on stage with Trimby for an interview.
Thank you, Trimby. An unexpected game, at least for a lot of the fans here. How do you feel after the 3-1?
Honestly, pretty amazing. Yeah, it's nice to win against NA actually in a best of 5, especially on their soil. I think it's nice, but yeah, FlyQuest is a different beast, and definitely, you know, we still need to come prepared for tomorrow.
What were your expectations going into this weekend? I know you got to play the best of 5 against FlyQuest, didn't get to play against the 2 and 3 seeds. Now, after playing 100 Thieves, were you expecting to make it through, or how are you thinking about today's matchup?
Nah, I think we expected to go through, I'll be honest. Yeah, I do think we had good players into matching into 100 Thieves. I think, of course, some games were a bit shaky, right? We had like a game where we didn't really do much and that they just kind of stumped us. But outside of it, I think we played really well. I think teammates stepped up massively too. And yeah, I know, I'm really happy with that, and I hope we can actually show a little bit more to FlyQuest and actually make it like extremely competitive.
I know you're one of the leaders of VKS. Talk to me a bit about the teammates that you feel like stepped up the most today for the victory.
I think the calmest, I would say, was Morteos probably. Even as a rookie, it felt like, you know, he felt extremely comfortable just playing, you know. It felt like it was just his home, and it was way better than in an arena in Sao Paulo or in LA, right? Like here with so many people, it just feels nicer, right? And it's extremely comfortable, I'd say, too.
I know when I had you on Pros, you were talking about at Worlds, if people are underestimating you, you want to use that to your advantage. Do you think there was any level of that today with 100 Thieves maybe looking forward to FlyQuest?
From the predictions, at least, that I saw, yeah, definitely. And I'm really happy that I could use that. And yeah, I mean, I guess I got a little bit into their head. Like game 4, they started banning Ivan for some reason. I don't know. They're really scared of the support Ivan, and hopefully I can pull something like this tomorrow too.
All right, congratulations, Trimby. I want to just ask you, any thoughts going into the FlyQuest series tomorrow to maybe win the LTA Championship?
We did play some scrims against FlyQuest, and we did really well, I would say. So I really hope that on stage we can also showcase it.
Okay, Trimby, thank you for joining us. Congratulations once again, winning in hostile territory. We'll see you tomorrow against FlyQuest, and we're going to send it up to the desk.
Guys, no one would have expected a 3-1 victory off of Vivo Keyd Stars.
You were yelling at me for giving them a game.
Yes, I was.
At the beginning of the day.
I took it back immediately.
I know, I saw you flip-flopping.